A big pumpkin in the way. Let me move that. Hey guys and ghouls! Today is a tutorial on how to make pastel pumpkins. So I was browsing Pinterest for some cool pumpkin tutorials and I came across this pastel pumpkin tutorial. Now some of the things they wanted you to do required a little bit more money than I'm willing to spend on something like that. So I found a way to do the same DIY using cheaper methods and I'm going to show that to you today. I will link down below the article that I found on how to make their version if you'd prefer to go that route. However, my method should save you probably $30. So what you'll need for this tutorial is packs of letters. Now when you go to Michael's, they have so many options for sticker letters. Colors, style of text, everything you can possibly imagine. I tried to keep it very simple and have just a basic style in black. Now I picked up 3 different pumpkins that we're going to be working with today. These pumpkins were 60% off. I highly recommend checking Michael's before you go out and buy like the fake crafting pumpkins. They usually have the best price. This little one was regularly $9.99. I got it 60% off, so it was $4. So here's a little basic white crafting pumpkin. I also got a larger version of the crafting pumpkin. This one was regularly $29.99. However, with 60% off, I got it for about $11 or $12. And the last pumpkin that I got was this teal pumpkin. I got this one specifically because it does not need to be painted. It's already ready to go. We're just going to apply the letters directly to it. It retailed for $16.99 and with 60% off, I think it was around $6 or $7. Also, fun fact if you don't know, because I just found out about it this year, teal pumpkins are also a way of telling people who can't have sugar, if they're diabetic, if they have dietary concerns, that you have items that you're giving away for Halloween that aren't candy. So like little toys or stickers or any of the little cool Halloween doodads like the spider rings. So by having a teal pumpkin on your doorstep for Halloween, it means that you have options for kids who are diabetic, have food allergies, you have things other than candy that they can trick or treat for. So the more you know. And then I already had this, but obviously you'd need to pick it up if you don't. Some paint. I don't have any pastel paints, but I do have white paint with regular color paint, so I'm just gonna mix the two. Like I said, I don't need to paint this one. I like the teal that it is, plus I will have options for kids that are food allergy and diabetic friendly, so I'm gonna leave this pumpkin as is and just color the other two. So to start off, I'm actually gonna mix my paint. I'm using this purple lilac color and I'm gonna add a little bit of white to make it like a pastel purple. So using a large paintbrush, I'm gonna mix the white and purple in this container. Always make sure to mix a little bit more than you actually need. If you run out of the color, it's gonna be a lot more difficult to color match rather than just having a little extra and putting it in a container so it doesn't dry out. But I'm actually gonna be using this on the little pumpkin, so now at this point, I'm just gonna start painting directly onto the pumpkin. I'm not gonna paint the stem part though, because I do wanna keep that the little natural stemmy color.
All we do is hope and pray that we'll be here another day.
Okay, so here's half the pumpkin painted. Side tutorial, if you had painter's tape, you could wrap it around the base of your pumpkin and paint just the way I did. Pull off the painter's tape and have a half purple, half cream pumpkin, but that's not what we're doing today. So now we're gonna put this to the side so it can dry for a little bit, and we're gonna work on our larger dude. For the large dude, I decided that I'm gonna do like a pastel pinkish red. I'm using this heavy body crimson color and I'm gonna mix it with white.
Oh brother, hit me when I say you'd better live right every day, 'cause someday it will be your turn, and if you don't, your soul will burn. Stay away when the ghosts and the goblins play, when the hands of the clock.
The brand of paint that I'm using, the white is Grumbacher, red is Liquitex. These are really high quality, thick paints, so you really only need one coat. If you buy like the cheaper 97-cent paints, you probably will need anywhere between 2 and 3 coats. There's nothing wrong with that, but just know that it'll take you a little bit longer to complete, whereas this one I'm getting a really thick coat across the whole thing, pretty instantaneous. Okay, so I finished painting my pumpkin pink, so I'm letting that one dry. I'm gonna move back over to this one. It looks like it's still a little bit wet, but I think it'll be okay that I can balance it and get it painted, so.
Better get in out of sight.
Make sure that you're doing this on a surface that you don't mind getting paint on as well, because when you do the bottom of your pumpkin, it is going to get on the surface. So either lay down some paper towels or some newspaper, or do it on a craft table like what I'm doing it on. So here's my finished pastel purple pumpkin. All right, so now I'm gonna let those pumpkins dry, and I'm going to show you how we're gonna be decorating them with the letters on the blue pumpkin, since it didn't need any paint. Okay, so on this blue pumpkin, I think I wanted to say, I'm here for the booze.
Better get it out of sight. Well,
don't be afraid to stop and take a moment to like look at your work so far, see how it's looking. So I personally want mine to look centered, so I did print out a photo from the original Pinterest so that I can kind of see how they centered it. Now their letters that they used were actually temporary tattoos, and they wanted you to buy this like $24.99 temporary tattoo paper and literally apply a temporary tattoo to your pumpkin. I feel like that's silly when I got these stickers for $2 for a pack of 4 sheets.
Man, you know that house up at the end of the road that nobody goes near? Well, let me tell you why they don't. Well, in the haunted...
I'm here for the... We're almost done. I just have to write booze. Yes, I'm gonna have just enough letters from like this pack. I'm here for the booze. First pumpkin is done. So, all of the stickers look really good. There were a couple instances where the letters didn't line up straight, but luckily with the material that the pumpkin is made out of, it was really simple to just shift the letters around. So the first pumpkin is done. Alright guys, so I just wanted to show you the finished pumpkins because I went ahead and applied all the stickers since that's kind of boring to do on camera. But I'm here for the booze on my teal pumpkin. I have the pink one, which is actually still drying in certain places, so I tried to apply the stickers only where it was dry. I ran out of all of the E stickers on this one, as well as one of the T stickers, but I just kind of cut from the other sheets that I had, and I makeshifted the letters, so I think it came out pretty good. It's pretty hard to tell that it's not the right sticker. But this one says, "Which better have my candy?" And for the last little pumpkin that I did, it says "Creep It Real" on the little pastel purple one. So these are my completed pastel pumpkins. Give you guys a quick overview of how much all of the supplies for this cost. Pumpkins cost me about $20 for all 3 of the sizes. The stickers were on sale for 60% off, so I got each pack of stickers for $2. And the paints, depending on what brand you go with, like I said, there is a 97-cent brand that works just as well. You might just have to apply a couple coats. They are literally 97 cents, and you can find a pack of brushes for like $1.50. So all in all, this DIY project will cost less than $30 for you to do, whereas the project that I found on Pinterest will cost you $25 just in the temporary tattoo paper to apply it to your pumpkin. So this is just a frugal route to go to get almost the same results that you would get in the other project. Just to show you guys, here is the photo that they had on their Pinterest. As you can see, our pumpkins came out just like these, just not the same colors. So I think that this is definitely a route to go if you don't want to spend all the money on what they recommend. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you end up making pumpkins similar to these ones, please tweet me your pictures or tag me on Instagram. I love to see your guys' creations. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow with another spooky video. Bye everyone.
Well, the ghosts and the witches and the devil too are in there mixing up a brew. And if a man should venture near, his soul inside would disappear. Your soul and mine is in their brew, the fate of which we have no clue. All we do is hope and pray we'll be here another day.